My younger brother shall be a Yao or a Shan. Imperial authority is fading. The unit clique rules unchecked. This bowl of plain rice kanji is nothing but a probe. This one is dangerous. So who is greater, you or I? Let's go with this, Chongzhen. Your Highness, excellent swordsmanship. Truly a divine marksman. Your Highness, wipe your sweat. This servant has something to tell you. Please do not be angry after hearing it. Out with it. In a few days it will be Wei Gongong's birthday. You see, shouldn't we also send some gifts to Wei Gong? Wei Zhongxian, Your Highness, do not be angered. This servant knows that you and Wei Gongong are worlds apart in status, but now many princes and ministers are thinking of sending something. It's all about social niceties. Fine, let's send something. Just nothing too valuable. When is Wei Zhongxian's birthday? Reporting to Your Highness, in 5 more days, the 3rd day of the month. Then can I go? You want to go in person? That won't do. No. Since Your Highness intends to go. Haha. This servant thinks Director Wei won't refuse. Let this servant convey it on your behalf. Why haven't you left yet? Your Highness, what do you mean? Aren't you supposed to go see Wei Zhongxian now? I'm going, right away. Your Highness, I have heard that you are going to Wei Zhongxian's mansion. Consort, why are you so agitated? Sit down and tell me carefully. Absolutely not. Your Highness, you seek death. I beg you not to do anything foolish. If Your Highness does not agree, I will not get up. You make it sound like I'm going to a Hongmin banquet. And another thing. Consort, stop kneeling. You make me have to bow my head to talk to you while sitting. It's too tiring. If this gets out, I fear the court officials will gossip again. What the consort says also makes sense. But if I go, I'll just look around and eat a meal. I didn't say I'd wish him happy birthday. All right, I'm a bit hungry. Consort, let's eat something together. This is the meal prepared for Your Highness. Reporting to Your Highness and Consort, this was ordered by the Grand Matriarch. She said that court expenses are tight these days. Second, to pray for His Majesty's blessing. The palace and everyone outside will eat vegetarian. Imperial power is slipping away. The unit clique rules unchecked. This bowl of plain rice kanji is nothing but a probe. Your Highness really agreed? Absolutely true. Foster father, the prince, he agreed very readily. And he even told me to prepare gifts. Really? He didn't say anything else? The people from the prince's mansion have reported back. Not a single bit left. The Prince of Xin is like this. It seems he is not difficult to handle. But I have heard. Recently, many rebels of the Donglin faction are trying to make contact with the prince. Is this him deliberately showing weakness? Then, foster father, what do you intend to do? You dog. Is that any of your business? Get out. Call Su Xianquan. Ha 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 ha. Aya. This servant greets your highness. Your highness, please take the seat of honor. No need. Today is your birthday celebration. I can sit anywhere. Wei Gonggong, you live quite well. Much better than me. Haha, your highness jokes. How would this old servant dare compare with your highness? I am serious. These past few days, the palace has only given me pickled vegetables and millet porridge. Once or twice is fine. But too much gets really tiresome. Your highness, this is this servant's negligence. I will definitely investigate this matter thoroughly. I will certainly give your highness an explanation. All right. Why are you standing up again? Sit down quickly. This one is dangerous. Your highness, this old servant recalls something. Just the right time to ask for your opinion. Oh. What is it? I have a nephew named Wei Liangdong. Recently, he received the favor of His Majesty. He was granted the title of Marquis of Anong. Some officials have submitted memorials impeaching me, saying that I practice nepotism. I feel uneasy in my heart. I wish to seek your highness's advice on what to do. Wei Gonggong. Have I met your nephew before? No. Then I cannot judge that. Or is the matter of enfeoffment under my jurisdiction? This matter has nothing. Oh, that's good then. Then why are you asking me? Heh. Just wanted to ask your highness how you view this matter. But I don't know your nephew. I can't just talk nonsense. Why don't you call your nephew over so I can see him? Your highness speaks rightly. This old servant has been presumptuous. Wei Gonggong. Can I take this with me? Your highness saying so truly overwhelms this old servant. Everything I have belongs to your highness. Your highness, take whatever you wish. Go then, have your cook make it again from scratch. I'll bring a fresh one back. Your servant, Wintiran, reader-in-waiting of the Hanlin Academy. Your servant, Zhou Yanru, compiler of the Hanlin Academy, requests an audience with your highness. Who are these two? What business do you two gentlemen have? Your highness, it is not convenient here. I beg your pardon, but may I be permitted to speak in the carriage? It's late, and I wish to rest early. If you have business, you may come to the mansion early tomorrow. Could it be that your highness has no lofty ambitions and only wishes to be confined to bed all day? Very well, then make it brief. Your highness, your performance tonight has truly dazzled me. Your highness possesses the bearing of a sage king. You will surely revive our great Ming Empire. This is exactly the right flavor. Exactly like a senior flattering his tutor. Your highness, the realm is in turmoil now. It is exactly the time to await an enlightened ruler. Your highness was cheerful and at ease in front of Wei Zhongxian tonight. It truly inspires admiration in us. Indeed, your highness's behavior today is in no way inferior to the Taizu and Qingzu emperors. We are in awe. So what do you want to say? If one day your highness should become the ruler of all under heaven, we are willing to serve you like dogs and horses. What do you two usually do these days? Well, sigh. We have the heart to serve the country, but it is empty. Yet we do not know how to put it into practice. Then if you were to govern, what ideas do you have? I believe we should widely practice benevolent governance, taking the salvation of the common people as our mission. Appointing the virtuous and capable is too vague. Give me something specific. Those rebels are nothing but a rabble. Simply appoint a... Who is this fierce general? Do you understand military strategy? I am a civil official. I am not skilled in the art of war. Humph. So both of you are just armchair strategists, completely lacking in real substance. The mansion is here. I understand your intentions. You are all good men. Go home and wait for a note. Foster father, the coachman heard everything. The prince is not enthusiastic toward Wentiran and the others. The prince tested them with a few questions. Those two could not answer. Finally, the prince said, "Go home and wait for a notice." Ha 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 ha. His Majesty wants to play chess with me. But this first move just went the wrong way. Foster father Wentiran, they spoke ill of you. I'll send someone to take care of it right away. Do not kill anyone recklessly for now. The prince plays the fool. You kill someone immediately after. How could he not know there's a mole by his side? Ah. Chongzhen. Chongzhen. This is terrible. His Majesty is dying. Your Highness. Your Highness, are you awake? There is a decree from the palace. His Majesty has suddenly summoned you to the palace. Could it be that something's happened? Your Highness must be cautious. It's fine. Let's go see. Still so calm at a time like this. Director Wei, His Highness Prince Xin has arrived. Elder brother, you must rest and recover. You are clever, my brother. Do you remember when our father passed away? What you said to me? You asked then. Brother, can I also become emperor? I told you then that I would rule. Be as if you were emperor. My brother shall be a Yao or a Shan. The Ming is yours. Oh. Your Highness, what do you command? After I ascend the throne in a few days, what about my sister-in-law? Which sister-in-law does your Highness mean? Empress Zhang will naturally move out of the main palace. Your Highness's consort will take residence in the inner palace as the new lady of the house. Where will the former empress be placed? It is entirely for your Highness to decide. Can she live closer to me? This. Your Highness, what are you planning? Nothing. Forget I said anything. Your Highness, do not fret, though there is no precedent. But it is not impossible. I am willing to serve your Highness. If it can truly be done, then give it a try. Good news. Wonderful news. What good news? His Highness has his eye on Empress Zhang. What? That's outrageous. Never in the history of the Ming has this been done. Even Emperor Muzong, for all his eagerness, never did anything like this. Haha, what's there to be afraid of? Haha, you and I came together. What decorum is left in the Ming? As long as His Highness is happy, we are the decorum. Be that as it may, but at most, The Empress can stay in the inner palace. Live a little closer. That cannot be done. How can I agree to let Empress Zhang? What's wrong with you? So proper today. You even dared to serve the prince and consort Zhou pickles before. Now you're being overcautious. How do you think? You're only thinking of the immediate. His Highness is the future emperor. He is the heaven of the Ming. If he is displeased, and he goes to His Highness to whisper in his ear, will we have any way out? No. No, I've been tricked. Why? What did you just say about Empress Zhang? This woman has many grievances against us. Now His Highness has taken an interest in her. Is it a warning not to act against her? You mean the master intends to keep that person near him? To collect evidence of our misdeeds. Correct. The new master is not like the former emperor. He is not one to spend his energy on women. He suddenly said he wants that lady near him. There must be something suspicious. Then we cannot let him get away with it. I'll also find a way to deal with that person. Too late. If I go back now, going back on my word would be admitting guilt. Oh, what else can I rely on from you? If the new emperor comes and kicks me out, you old rascal, you won't fare well either. Rest assured, my lady. We are as one. Would we let you be wronged? In a few days, His Highness will first receive the urging to take the throne. We'll see when the time comes. After you enter the palace, don't eat anything. Especially anything from Wei Zhongxian. You mean Wei the Bold will harm me? Your Highness now bears the legacy of our ancestors. You must be extra careful. Once you accept the throne tomorrow, formally ascend, Wei Zhongxian will no longer have power over you. It's all right. Wait for my return. After I become emperor, you will be empress. Your Highness, I am unworthy. My virtue is too little. How can I be a role model for the nation? If I say you're fit, then you are. May the ancestors protect us. May all go smoothly. Your Highness, your command? Are you hungry? Come, don't be formal. Are you all northerners? We were all transferred from our garrisons, Your Highness. The garrison was set up as a station camp. Several thousand in each camp. In peacetime we farm and stand guard. When war comes, we take the field. So that means all you are seasoned soldiers. Indeed, Your Highness. You are heroes who protect the nation. Come, let's toast. Ah, Your Highness. You honor me too much. Stop kneeling all the time. Drinking with you is so difficult. Get up. You risk your lives for the nation. That's no small thing. You deserve a drink. Your Highness's words make me feel unworthy. By the way, before you came here, how was life? After years of wandering, we no longer have a home. Friends and family have gone their separate ways. So then, all of your lands are gone. Unfortunately, but don't concern yourself. Those lands have long ceased to matter to me. The garrison I served at, Guangning. Most of the lands had already been taken over by the generals. Later, to raise military funds, even the barren fields were absorbed into the imperial estates, those with land. In spring, borrow 1 share of grain. By autumn, you must repay 3 times. If unable to repay, you have to sell the land. Enough of that. Let's drink first. You have all endured hardship. By the way, if they go into imperial estates, then the treasury should have plenty to pay military salaries. Did you all get paid? But where is the money? Where did it go? Protect. Your Highness, you're actually drinking here. Having fun, ha ha ha. Go and get your punishment. Wait, Your Highness. What's wrong? They just shared a little wine with me. Why do you make them seem guilty? Is it a crime to stay with me? I didn't mean that. Then no need to punish them. You go about your business. Your Highness, tomorrow you receive the court officials. And there is a grand ceremony. Please rest early. As for them, mind your own business. Don't I even have this freedom? It's Wei Danon. I am quite fond of these men. I have their faces all memorized. From now on, they are my personal guards. If one goes missing, I will hold you accountable. Humph. I understand. Thank you, Your Highness, for saving our lives. If not for Your Highness, we would all be in the imperial prison. Your Highness, you are our second parents. You did nothing wrong. If I can save you, of course I will. All of you, rise and sit down to speak. Your servant Lu Wenjiao is willing to serve Your Highness faithfully from now on. Your Majesty, according to ancestral rites, before ascending the throne, you must select an era name. Your ministers have drafted for. Please make a wise decision, Your Majesty. Let's go with this one, Chongzhen. Your Majesty. Your servant, Yang Suashio, Right Vice Censor-in-Chief. I wish to impeach Minister of War, Cui Chuxin. Humph. How dare you? The coronation. The grand ceremony will not tolerate your insolence. Where is Yi Pass? Take him away. Your Majesty. Cui Zhuxiang, as Minister of War, has repeatedly embezzled military funds, causing a shortage of provisions at the front. He himself is greedy for power and engages in corruption. Truly an unpardonable traitor to the state. Your Majesty, your servant is truly wronged. What Yang Suashio said is all slander. There is no money in the state treasury. One cannot make bricks without straw. How can you say your servant embezzled? Wei Gongong can testify. Your humble official is wholeheartedly for the country. Absolutely no selfish motive. Who is Cui Chuxi? Oh, so this is about Cui Chuxi embezzling military funds. Yang Suachio. I have something to ask. He who asserts must prove. You say Cui Chuxiang embezzled. Do you have evidence? Of course I do. Cui Chuxio falsely reported the budget the military pay for the border troops was originally 800,000 taels, humph. But in reality, less than 300,000 taels were given. Your Majesty, your servant is truly wrong. The budget I prepared never received the full amount of money. I am truly powerless. How the money was divided locally. Your servant is also unaware. Your Majesty, the Ministry of Revenue's Taijuan Treasury allocated the budget to the Ministry of War. Indeed, there was a shortfall. But this was not intentional withholding. Rather, someone else took a portion along the way. Taijuan Treasury is in deficit. Expenses exceed income. If Minister Cui insists it is the Ministry of Revenue's fault, then your servant asks Your Majesty to thoroughly investigate further. I am willing to resign from the post of Minister of Revenue and await your judgment. How did it come back to the Ministry of Revenue? If this matter ends up different from history, could it cause a butterfly effect? I think all of you make valid points. Xindi is implying that the only one at fault is Wei Zhongxian. A wise ruler indeed. Your Majesty, please see clearly. I think War Ministry staff failed. This caused the deficit in military funds. I'll investigate thoroughly. I will definitely give Your Majesty an explanation. I earnestly request the immediate investigation and punishment of Cui Chunqiu and those behind him. Otherwise, the demise of our great Ming is not far off. Truly disgraceful. Guards, take, arrest him and interrogate him. Who told him to speak such nonsense before the Emperor? Wait. Let's not arrest anyone today, or anything. The matter hasn't been clarified yet. What if we wrong an innocent person? Your Majesty, Yang Suashio is spreading rumors to disrupt governance. Cannot be tolerated. Does your Majesty not trust your servant? Wei Danon, I ask you a question. So who is greater, you or I? Come. Everyone, eat and drink a bit. Thank you for the imperial gift, Your Majesty. Wei Danon, where are you from? Answering Your Majesty, this servant is from Zhili. Then it's not easy for you to work here. No choice, your servant has a bitter fate. And your family? Answering Your Majesty, your servant's family has no one left. Last time, didn't you say your nephew was granted a marquisate? Wei Danon. I remind you to be careful with your answers. Otherwise, it will be the crime of deceiving the sovereign. I remember you had a family before entering the palace, you know? Is that true? Answering Your Majesty, your servant did not intend to deceive. I castrated myself to enter the palace back then. I originally had a wife and daughter at home. To survive, I sold them. I have no words to mention it again. So you were in great need of money back then? Answering Your Majesty, at that time my family had no way to live, and it wasn't just your servant who sold children. Not just you. Did many people have to sell their own family members? It was the government raising taxes. Even after selling everything, it wasn't enough. Your servant was in poor health. Couldn't do farm work. So the common people of Ming were this miserable? They had to sell their children. How can one live like this? Your servant does. No. I was just thinking of unhappy matters. Wei Danon, it seems you have also been poor. You've endured hard times. No one has it easy. Your Majesty speaks true. Your Majesty, save me. Your Majesty, save me. It's you, servant? Kushur kowtows to Your Majesty. He made people force me to drink. When I refused, they held me down. Your Majesty, they want to harm me. Your Majesty, please see clearly. Your servant did not. Your servant merely invited Her Majesty the Empress to drink and reminisce. Absolutely no ill intent. Your Majesty, this must be a misunderstanding. But how could the wet nurse of the late Emperor harm the Empress? Your Majesty, your consort's words are all true. They just want to harm me. Wei Dada, you tell me. What is this all about? Imperial sister-in-law, stay in the hall of mental cultivation tonight. With me here, no one can harm you. Thank you, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, tonight's matter is probably not that simple. I know Wei Zhongxian and Kushur are in league. They forced the Empress to drink. I'm afraid they meant no good. Your Majesty must be careful. What do you think I should do? Your servant dare not recklessly discuss state affairs, but Wei Zhongxian's power is overwhelming. All the court, high and low, are his people. If Your Majesty acts too hastily, I'm afraid. I understand. So, what did the Emperor say? What else could he say? Empress Zhang stayed in the hall of mental cultivation tonight. It's over. That bitch must have said something. We're finished. What's the panic? If the Emperor wanted to move against us, tonight wouldn't have been this simple. Then what do we do? Should we strike first to gain the upper hand? No. If we act now, it would tell the world we have a guilty conscience, although the court is filled with our people. If something happens right after the Emperor ascends the throne, no one can cover it up. Then what do you suggest? Let's hold our position for now. Tomorrow's daily lecture. See what the Emperor's attitude is. You, behave yourself these few. Don't cause any more trouble. What about those 4 beauties? Kept. The Emperor accepted them. Though they weren't used tonight, they are still a path. Don't forget, if the Emperor expels me, you won't have it easy either. I know. Minister Ming, did the Emperor? Once every 3 days. The daily lecture. Absolutely true. The sacred Emperor said it himself. The monarch's word is his bond. The ancestors have blessed us. The sacred Emperor is diligent in governance. The great Ming is saved. Then today's daily lecture content will follow what we agreed last night. Master Su, you must be careful. During the daily lecture, Wei Zhongxian will surely send his minions to listen in. He might even come himself. You go back tonight. I'm afraid you will need to prepare for the worst. Minister Ming, rest assured. As long as I can rectify the court's order, destroy the eunuch clique, this single life of mine is not worth mentioning. Your Majesty, today I shall lecture on a passage from the comprehensive mirror on the Tang Dynasty, recounting the sweet dew incident. Proceed. During the reign of Emperor Chongzhen of Tang, the eunuch Qiu Shiliang monopolized court affairs and acted arbitrarily. No official dared meet his eye. Emperor saw it as a threat. He secretly plotted to eliminate the eunuch. Once Qiu Shiliang discovered it, he led a bloody palace purge, killing over 600 court officials. All matters of the realm were decided by the Northern Chancellery. The chief minister merely executed documents. The power of eunuchs had reached its extreme. Your Majesty, the calamity of eunuchs is enough to bring down a dynasty. The overturned cart ahead is a warning. It must not be ignored. Finished. Well spoken. I understood clearly. Let us end today's daily lecture here. Teacher Su, you have labored. Your servant withdraws. Well, how did His Majesty react? His Majesty only said it was well spoken, and then nothing more. Does His Majesty not wish to move against the eunuch faction either? No. If His Majesty favored the eunuch faction, Teacher Su would not have come out alive today. His Majesty's lack of a stance is itself a stance. Minister Ming, you mean His Majesty is waiting? Waiting for the right moment. Huang Yan, what Teacher Su spoke of today? What do you make of it? You mean Qiu Shiliang's affair was? Teacher Su was using the past to criticize the present, a veiled reference to Wei Zhongxian. I know. I'm not stupid. The story of Qiu Shishing is about eunuch tyranny, isn't it? Wei Zhongxian stood nearby, his face turning green. Then why didn't His Majesty? Didn't what? Why didn't he arrest Wei Zhongxian? Uncle Wang, do you think if I arrested Wei Zhongxian now, those officials in court would obey me? Yesterday Bai Zian and Yang Suashio spoke to me at length. I listened all night and only remember one thing. The great Ming is full of holes. Wei Zhongxian is the largest hole. Even if we plug the biggest, the other holes will still leak. What good is that? Your Majesty is wise and sagely. Wise? Sagely? I only want to be an emperor who rules in peace. Why is that so difficult? Enough. Let's go see the imperial sister-in-law. I still need to clarify last night's matter. Your servant greets His Majesty. Imperial sister, no need for formalities. Let's walk. Imperial sister, did you rest well last night? Thank you for Your Majesty's concern. This servant rested very well. What exactly happened last night? Imperial sister, tell me clearly. Last night, Kushur came to see me, saying she wanted to pray for the late emperor. She asked me to drink a cup of wine. What wine did she force you? I do not know. But seeing Kushur's behavior, it surely was nothing good. When I was struggling, I heard someone outside say His Majesty was summoning me, so I escaped. Imperial sister, rest assured, I will investigate this matter thoroughly until it is resolved. You'll reside in Mental Cultivation Hall. I will send guards to protect you. Your Majesty's great kindness. This servant cannot repay it. Imperial sister, you are too polite. Please rest well for now. I still have matters to attend to. Your Majesty, this servant has a word, though I know not if it should be spoken. Imperial sister, please speak. Wei Zhongxian and Kushur are wolves with wild ambitions. When the late emperor was alive, their power overshadowed the throne. Now that a new emperor has ascended, they'll be restless. Your Majesty must be cautious. I understand. Thank you for the warning, Imperial sister. Ministerly, regarding the reduction of feudal princes' fiefs we discussed yesterday, have you drafted the regulations? Your servant has prepared them. Please, Your Majesty, review them. Proceed according to this. Issue it in my name. In times of crisis, clan must share the state's fate and weather the storm together. Your Majesty is wise. Your servant will act immediately. As for the Chui clan matter, set the Chui clan aside for now. Minister Yang, stay in the palace. Not to idle about. Help me think. Apart from princes, where else can we squeeze out silver? I impeach when I see wrongdoing. Not skilled in financial matters. Then learn. Great Ming needs silver most. Whoever adds tails to the treasury is a meritorious official. Your servant obeys the decree. Minister Bai, what do you think His Majesty is really thinking? He dares to touch the feudal prince's money, yet will not move against Chui Chuxiu. Minister Yang, what do you think? How did Chui Chuxiu become Minister of War? Wasn't it because of Wei Zhongxian? And why has Wei Zhongxian held his position until now? It's not that His Majesty doesn't want to act. He cannot act in haste. Wei built his network for years. The court is filled with his men. If we touch Chui Qingyan today, tomorrow he'll jump the wall. Then court will fall to chaos. So we just wait. Haven't you noticed? Wang was placed in ceremony. Yang Suashio stayed in palace. The move against Princess Coffers. These are dull knives cutting slowly. Minister Bai is right. I was too impatient. Your Majesty, these women have been carefully selected. Skilled in music, chess, calligraphy, and painting. Wait, wait. I have a question for you. Your Majesty, please speak. Yesterday, you spoke of selling children. I have pondered it for a long time. You said many people are selling. What about now? Is it still happening? Your Majesty, conditions vary across the realm. But the people's lives are indeed. How harsh? How harsh is it? This servant has long lived in the palace. So I dare not claim to know the situation outside completely. Waita, you may go back first. Take these women with you as well. Your Majesty, why is that? Was their service unsatisfactory? No. I am tired today. I want to be alone. The Imperial Guard reports. Wei Zhongxian secretly summoned Su Xianquan this afternoon. He stayed in the Eastern Depot for over an hour. When he came out, Su Xianquan left with a group of men. It is unclear where they went. But some of those men were carrying crossbows. Understood. Foster father, everything is arranged. All our own men, the best fighters. Remember, do not act unless absolutely necessary. But foster father, do you really think His Majesty will make a move? Hard to say. You heard about today's lecture. That old fool Su Shirtai dug up the story of Qiu Shiyan, clearly aimed at us. Then should we eliminate Su Shirtai now? No. His Majesty has just ascended the throne. If we kill someone now, we would be handing a knife right into His Majesty's hands. So foster father, we wait. Let's see what this emperor truly intends to do. Your son understands. By the way, what about those Imperial Guards? The ones who drank with His Majesty that night. They are still on duty. Foster father, deal with them, but no. Watch His Majesty closely. He specifically requested them as his personal guards. Whomever they meet, whatever they say, everyone must know. It is to revive, to revive. Within the palace, undercurrents surge. The Emperor's protection and probing. The eunuch faction's forbearance and surveillance. Every word hides a storm. Every step may trigger thunder. Sister-in-law, have something to eat to calm your nerves. Thank you, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, your concubine has a question. Tell me, why are you so lenient toward Wei Zhongxian? Sister-in-law, what do you think I should do? Have him arrested and executed. Your concubine does not understand state affairs. But I know Wei Zhongxian has plagued the state for years. Dare to be angry, but dare not speak. Su Shirtai, in front of Wei Zhongxian, told the story of Qiu Shirshan. That is what it means to dare to be angry, but dare not speak. I know Wei Zhongxian is a scourge. But if I kill him, what about those in court who follow him? The great Ming is now like a dilapidated house. Wind and rain outside. The pillars inside are all rotten. If I pull out the largest pillar now, will the house collapse? It was your concubine's thoughtlessness. You too act for great Ming. Good, come eat. This emperor is different from the late emperor. Different from everyone. Your Majesty, it is time for the meal. Leave it there. Your Majesty, Wei Zhongxian has sent a message saying that 800,000 taels are being gathered. They will be delivered to the palace within half a month. Half a month, he is rather quick. Your Majesty, Wei Zhongxian has embezzled far more than 800,000 over the years. He is testing Your Majesty's limits. I know. Wang Dandan, tell me, what do these civil officials really want? They want me to kill Wei Zhongxian. And then what? Kill one Wei Zhongxian. Will there be no next? This servant dare not presume on state affairs. You are cautious, go. Summoned by Zixian. I have something to ask him. Your servant kowtows to Your Majesty, rise. Minister Bai, how goes the reduction of feudal princes' expenses? Your Majesty, the memorial has been drafted. But I fear the feudal princes will not easily agree. If they don't agree, so be it. It is my decree. Would they dare defy Your Majesty? The feudal princes have operated for years, deeply rooted in their territories. If they unite. Unite, and then what? Rebel? Ministerly, let me ask you honestly. How long can the great Ming's treasury last? If there is no major war, barely a year. If something happens in Liaodong or the northwest, a year. Your servant is incompetent. Please punish me, Your Majesty. Rise, rise. Don't kneel at every word. 1 year then, 1 year. I understand. As for reducing the feudal prince's privileges, go ahead and handle it. Your Majesty, if trouble comes, I will bear it. Go now. Minister Ming, do speak up. What happened with the daily lecture? All of you have read the histories thoroughly. Tell me, what caused the Sweet Do incident? That goes without asking. Naturally, because the eunuch faction usurped power. Then why could the eunuchs command troops? Minister Ming, what do you mean? After the Jingyuan mutiny, Emperor Dizong favored the eunuchs. Isn't that obvious? The problem with the Jingyuan mutiny is whether Emperor Dizong mistreated the officers and soldiers. Why were the eunuchs the ones who stayed with Emperor Dizong and not the civil officials or generals? These are the questions His Majesty asked us during the daily lecture. His Majesty also said whether it was the Jingyuan mutiny or the Sweet Do incident. Both Emperor Dizong and Emperor Dizong lacked virtue. In the end, they could only trust eunuchs. They brought it upon themselves. His Majesty is referring to the late emperor. His Majesty has just ascended the throne. How could he have made any great mistakes? I fear His Majesty is saying that even an emperor can err. An emperor cannot blindly rely on anyone. Then what does His Majesty mean? His Majesty also said, eunuchs have no retreat, so they can only be loyal to the emperor. But civil officials are different. His Majesty is saying we are not loyal enough. His Majesty did not say it outright, but His Majesty's meaning is clear. He will not blindly trust the eunuch faction, nor will he blindly trust us. His Majesty also posed a question: how to make eunuchs, civil officials, and military officers all truly serve the state and the people. Take your time to think, gentlemen. But I have one view. Now we must make His Majesty believe that we are all devoted to the state. Minister Ming, what is your wise counsel? I propose we suggest His Majesty promote Yuan Chongwan. Your Majesty, Wei Zhongxian requests an audience. Let him in. This servant kowtows to Your Majesty. Rise, what is it? Your Majesty, this servant has gathered part of the silver and sent it to the palace first. The rest I am working on. Leave it there. Your Majesty, this servant has another matter to report. I have heard. Today Ming Xiaorong gathered a group of civil officials at his home, discussing recommending someone to Your Majesty. Oh, who? Yuan Chongwan, Yuan Chongwan. That name sounds familiar. I see. Anything else? Nothing. This servant withdraws. Who is Yuan Chongwan? Your Majesty does not know Yuan Chongwan. No, tell me. Yuan Chongwan was a jinshi in the 47th year of Wanli. He served as magistrate of Shaowu. Later he went to Liaodong. At the Battle of Ningyuan, he defended the city and repelled the Jianzhou Jurchen Nurasai. It was in that battle he was wounded. He has seen battle. That's acceptable. But Yuan Chongwan has a bad temper. He does not get along with colleagues. He was once impeached for clashing with Mao Wenlong. Bad temper? As long as he can fight, it's fine. Let's see first. Your Majesty, I have a matter to memorialize. Speak. We have discussed and suggest Your Majesty promote Yuan Chongwan, restore him to his former post, and entrust him with the Liaodong affairs. Yuan Chongwan, I have heard of this man. He did well at the Battle of Ningyuan. Your Majesty is wise. Yuan Chongwan is a rare military talent. If he can be reinstated, the situation in Liaodong may improve. Minister Ming, let me ask you a question. You recommend Yuan Chongwan because he can truly fight, or because he is one of your people? Your Majesty, I recommend Yuan Chongwan purely for the state, to promote a worthy man with no selfish motive. Rise, I was only asking. I will read the memorial. You may go back for now. Your servant withdraws. The name Yuan Chonghuan sounds more and more familiar. Sister-in-law, sit, don't stand on ceremony. Sister-in-law, you also do needlework? Just passing the time, merely to while away the hours. Sister-in-law, do you know anything about Yuan Chonghuan? Yuan Chonghuan. Your concubine resides in the rear palace, so I am not well informed. Affairs of the court are also. I was only asking casually, but I recall the late emperor mentioned this man. Oh? What did my imperial brother say? The late emperor said that after Yuan Chonghuan won at Ningyuan, all the civil and military officials praised him, but the late emperor felt the man was too arrogant and hard to control. My imperial brother's judgment was quite accurate. Will your majesty promote Yuan Chonghuan? Not decided yet. Let's see. Sister-in-law, the way you smile reminds me of an old acquaintance. Foster father, Meng Xiaoming indeed recommended Yuan Chonghuan. His Majesty did not award him. Agreed. But neither did he refuse. Yuan Chonghuan. That man who won a victory at Ningyuan and forgot his own name. Foster father, you mean? The civil officials recommend Yuan Chonghuan to plant their own man in Liaodong. If His Majesty uses him, then Liaodong will no longer be under our control. Then shall we not be hasty? First see how His Majesty responds. Send someone to keep an eye on Yuan Chonghuan. I want to know his every move. Yes. Also, investigate Yuan Chonghuan and the Donglin party. What exactly is their relationship? My dear minister, has there been any reply regarding the feudal prince's reduction of allowances? Your Majesty. Several feudal princes have submitted memorials. What do they say? Speak. Your Majesty violates ancestral laws, shows no regard for kinship, and intends to cut off the imperial clan's livelihood. Cut off their livelihood? Their food and clothing. Every bit of it comes from the people's blood and sweat. Yes. Your Majesty. Your servant has something to report. Speak. Your servant heard that Minister Ming recommended Yuan Chonghuan. Your servant believes this man can be used. Do you also know Yuan Chonghuan? I don't know him, but your servant knows. The Battle of Ningyuan. Yuan beat a larger force with fewer. He drove back Jinzhou forces. Such a man is exactly what the court needs. Minister Yang, do you think a general who can fight, or a general who obeys, which is more important? Naturally, one who can fight is more important. But what if this able general is not very obedient? I understand. You may withdraw for now. Your Majesty, it is time for your meal. Wang Depan. You tell me, can Yuan Chonghuan be used or not? This servant dare not speak rashly. I command you to speak. This servant has heard some things in the palace. When Yuan Chonghuan was at Ningyuan, the officers and men all obeyed him. He clashed with civil officials, nor with military officials. Some say he is stubborn and self-opinionated. Others say he is genuine. Men who can fight always have some temperament. Issue an edict summoning Yuan Chonghuan to the capital. I want to see him in person. This servant will see to it immediately. Yuan Chonghuan, don't disappoint me. I heard His Majesty is summoning Yuan Chonghuan to the capital. Minister Ming, this move is clever. If Yuan Chonghuan can be reinstated, Liaodong will have hope. But will Wei Zhongxin let it go so easily? Wei Zhongxin will not. He doesn't want to bear the mess either. If Yuan Chonghuan goes, if he does well, it's Wei's mare. If he does poorly, it's Yuan's fault. Wei Zhongxin knows how to calculate that. The key is what His Majesty thinks. His Majesty summoned Yuan Chonghuan to the capital. Shows His Majesty wants to use him. But whether His Majesty will fully trust him is uncertain. Master Su is right. What we can do is to push Yuan Chonghuan before His Majesty. The rest depends on Yuan Chonghuan's temper. I hope he doesn't make a mistake before His Majesty. Then it's up to his fate. Hurry up. Can't even finish this little work? Don't think about eating tonight. Yes. This one used to be the Grand Matriarch. Treating her like this. The Grand Matriarch is a thing of the previous emperor's reign. Now His Majesty doesn't favor her. She's just an old laundry woman. Hurry up and work, Your Majesty. Your servant heard that Your Majesty will summon Yuan Chonghuan to the capital. You are well informed. I've been in palace long, so I know a little. Your servant is just worried. Worried about what? Yuan Chonghuan, this troublemaker. He quarreled endlessly with Mao Wenlong. In the end, he was impeached and dismissed. Your Majesty using him, I fear. Fear what? Afraid he'll cause trouble again. Your servant dare not. Your servant only feels that matters in Liaodong. Still need a stable person. Wei Danong, What kind of person do you consider stable? Obedient. One who doesn't stir trouble. And fighting? What if we lose? I'll decide who to use. I have a clear mind. Wei Danong. Just manage your own affairs. Yes, yes. I've spoken too much. Your servant takes leave. Your Majesty, a memorial from Yuan Chonghuan. So fast. Yuan Chonghuan received the edict. Wrote a memorial of thanks overnight. Sent by 800 Li urgent relay. May you strengthen court governance for the benefit of all under heaven. This man speaks quite directly. Your Majesty, Yuan Chonghuan is offering flattery. I can see that. Before even meeting, he has already given me a lesson. Issue the edict. After Yuan Chonghuan arrives in the capital, I will receive him in the Wenhua Hall. Yes. Your Majesty will attend the court deliberation today. Court deliberation, another meeting. This is the first grand court session since Your Majesty's ascension. The ministers are all waiting. All right. Oh, by the way, is the consort coming to the palace today? Where is Wei Zhongxian? Is he coming to the court session today? Your Majesty, Wei Dada requested leave and left the palace. He want to make money. Yes, Wei Dada said he want to raise silver. Quite efficient. Your Majesty, today's memorials have all been collected. All who have matters to report will present their matters in order. That's simple. Your Majesty only needs to say I see, grant or deny. In special cases, say inappropriate, which means send it back for reconsideration. Your Majesty, today's court session memorials. Because Wei Dada requested leave and left the palace, the Directorate of Ceremony has not yet had time to review them. So for what's to come, I beg Your Majesty to personally handle it. Your Majesty, your servant has a memorial to present. Currently, the situation beyond the passes is dire. The Jianzhou Jurchens repeatedly raid the borders. Liaodong is in crisis. Your servant requests that Yuan Chonghuan be appointed as commander. Your Majesty, Meng Xiaoyao, merely the Minister of Rights, dares to discuss military affairs recklessly. This breaks court deliberation rules. Your servant requests that he be punished for contempt of court. Grand Secretary, if I don't say this, who will? Should the Ministry of War say it instead? Matters of state lie with His Majesty and with the Grand Secretariat. You. Since when is it your turn to worry? Do not mistake your position. The name Yuan Chonghuan sounds familiar. But what exactly did he do? Your Majesty, your servant should not speak now. Gentlemen, stop arguing for now. Meng Qing, you say we should reinstate Yuan Chonghuan. What is your reason? Your servant has explained it in the memorial. Please, Your Majesty, read it. What is this? Classical Chinese written vertically, without punctuation. Moreover, for a corner of Liaodong, it is truly both strategic and essential. Can you speak plainly? Meng Qing, just tell me directly what your memorial says. Of course I understood it. But summarize the key points. Your Majesty wants me to explain the reasons before the assembled ministers. To intimidate the eunuch faction. Your Majesty is sagely. Yuan Chonghuan, in the Battle of Ningyuan, drove back the Jianzhou slaves. The Jianzhou slave leader Nurhasai struck from horse by cannon. The battle achievements are outstanding. Our Great Ming's border defenses have been weak for a decade. He reversed that with one move. Such a fine general is rarely seen in the world. Where is he now? Your Majesty, in June of last year, Yuan Chonghuan submitted a memorial claiming illness and requesting resignation. He has now returned to his hometown to recuperate. But he is not truly ill. Someone has secretly framed him, forcing him to plead illness and return home. Your Majesty, I also have something to say. Yuan Chonghuan negotiated peace with the Jianzhou Jurchens. This is the first crime. He failed to provide timely aid when the Jianzhou attacked Korea. Second crime. He was late. His aid to Jianzhou ended in defeat. This is the third crime. The late emperor rebuked him for his rigid nature and flawed judgment. He misjudged his own talent. He's arrogant and takes credit. I beg you to see clearly. Everyone says they are right, and each has their own argument. But when Meng Xiaoyu spoke of military achievements, Huang Limeng did not refute him. That shows the achievements are real. We can meet someone who can fight. Summon Yuan Chonghuan to the capital. I want to see him. Your Majesty is wise. Your Majesty, Yuan Chonghuan has the ambition of a wolf. I fear he will one day overshadow the throne. I beg Your Majesty to reconsider. Overshadow the throne? That means he can still achieve merit, doesn't it? Huang Liji, if you think Yuan Chonghuan is not good enough, then tell me, now that Liaodong is in such a state, do you have any other solution? Minister of War, Cui Chuxiu, is it? Have you investigated the issue of military funds? If you had done your job well, would Liaodong have become as Meng Qing described? You don't solve the problems, and you don't allow others to propose solutions. I don't understand. I am guilty of 1,000 deaths, Meng Qing. You now propose to reinstate Yuan Chonghuan. I agree. Seeing him is not entirely because you are right. I have just ascended the throne. How can I know who is good and who is not? So this time I only want to meet Yuan Chonghuan, what he can actually do, and to what extent he can achieve. I will observe carefully. If he turns out to be unemployable, then you are not much different from Huang Lijun. I humbly heed Your Majesty's instruction. Also, when you write memorials, summarize the key points at the beginning. At least list them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tell me what you really want to say. In the main body, state the conclusion first, then discuss the rest. I have a myriad of state affairs to handle daily. How can I have time to read every detail? I will have someone create a template. Follow it from now on. Your Majesty, the Ministry of Rites requests the late Emperor's coffin be moved to the spirit chamber. It requires a certain amount of silver. Please allocate funds, etc. Your Majesty, the Ministry of Works requests repairs to the 3 great halls. Requires a certain amount of silver. Next, Your Majesty, the Ministry of Justice requests the construction of new prisons to alleviate the problem of overcrowding. Next, the court session is ended. Long live the Emperor, long live, long live. And I'm exhausted. His Majesty has worked hard. Your Majesty, the consort has arrived. Then let's go see him first. To answer Your Majesty, it is like this. Lord Zhou has come. Lord Zhou Kuei, your father-in-law. Your Majesty, I'm afraid the consort does not wish to trouble Your Majesty. She is a virtuous master. If it becomes known that Your Majesty gave Lord Zhou high office and generous salary, it will provoke ministers' criticism. It's fine. I'll go and see. Father, stop. How can you be like this? 800 acres and you want a marquis? What are you trying to do? Oh my consort. You are wrong to say that. Throughout the dynasties, which imperial relative does not own tens of thousands of acres of fertile land and become marquises and ministers? Oh, so the princes are also wealthy. Your Majesty, your family doesn't need to kneel. Rise and speak. Thank you, Your Majesty. I just heard everything. You said the princes all have tens of thousands of acres. Your Majesty, I spoke carelessly. Your Majesty, I spoke carelessly. Please don't take it to heart. I only came to see the consort. Don't speak nonsense. Just answer me. Your Majesty, it is all my fault for not keeping my family in check. I beg Your Majesty, for my sake, spare my father. I haven't said anything. Why are you so nervous? Rise and speak. Your Majesty, the princes not only receive a lot of land, but also get a large amount of silver each year. As long as they have enough sons, they can get an extra share. Let's not mention other feudal princes. Take the Prince of Fu, for example. When he was installed in his fief, Emperor Wanli wanted to give him 200,000 acres of fertile land. After reduction, still over 100,000 acres. Gold and silver were countless. Emperor Wanli also took over 100,000 taels from the imperial treasury. What did you come here for this time? Do you want an official post? No. How would I do? I only came to see the consort. Your Majesty, my father knows nothing else. He can't handle any post. Don't give him too high a post. Also, Your Majesty, do not give my family excessive rewards. Listening to you say this, it seems you are very familiar with these matters. I dare not. Stay here and do not move. I'll be back in a moment. My good daughter, what is His Majesty going to do? His Majesty's thoughts are the hardest to guess. How would I know? Father, you have gotten into big trouble this time. Haven't you heard in the past few days? That old witch, Lady Ku, was thrown into the laundry service by His Majesty. What? You mean that grand senior of 1,000 years? Not only that. Father, haven't you noticed that Wei Zhongxian is not by His Majesty's side? Even he has to avoid His Majesty's sharpness. And you, on the contrary, you show no restraint at all. Then how will His Majesty deal with me? Father, just wait. When His Majesty returns, no matter what, I will put in a good word for you, Yangqing. I want to give Zhou Kuei an official post. What do you think would be suitable? Zhou Kuei, dare I ask, is he the imperial father-in-law? Yes, he is indeed my father-in-law. Your Majesty, reconsider. Excessive power of the imperial in-laws is a great taboo for the state. How can you grant him high office and generous salary? Is that so? But I still think it is better to give him a post. Not too high. Then please tell me, Your Majesty, what do you want him to do? So I can offer a suggestion. I want him to investigate how much money the princes have across the realm. If Your Majesty truly wishes to audit the feudal prince's wealth, I fear no amount of official rank will suffice. Perhaps first, give the imperial father-in-law a title of nobility. Then grant him the authority of an imperial commissioner. Issue a decree for a specific mission. Have the imperial guard accompany him. That should be enough. Makes sense. What title should we confer? A mere spec account would do. Account would be about right. Just call it Count. Of course, Your Majesty must give a specific title. For example, Count Jiasen. Count Jiating is good. Then give him the title of Count Jiating. As for the rest, handle it as you said, Yangqing. Your Majesty, Your Majesty. Remember to make it clear. This ennoblement is to allow the imperial father-in-law to handle a specific mission. He must not abuse his power. I know. Too late. Now I'll be drowned in my colleague's spittle. Rise, Zhou. Hear the edict. By the mandate of heaven. The emperor decrees, the consort, Neizhou, is to be honored. Lady Zhou is made the Earl of Jiade, appointed imperial envoy, second grade, granted the royal command flag and tablet, specifically to investigate whether feudal princes' finances exceed regulations. Respect this. Your Majesty, this. How are you dissatisfied? No. A common servant kowtows and thanks for your Majesty's heavenly grace. But your servant is dull-witted. I fear I cannot bear such a heavy responsibility. You can bear it. I believe in you. Rise. Do a good job. When you have investigated clearly, I will reward you. Your servant obeys. Your Majesty, your servant will not fail your sacred grace. Finally, the money is gathered. Your servant has sold off everything, sold the fields and houses, and the silver on hand, a full 800,000 taels. Wei Dazhan. This isn't right, is it? Your Majesty, what's wrong? Your Majesty, what's wrong? What characters are these? Not like Chinese characters, not like numbers either. Wei Zhongxian, you really did gather the money? Yes, the silver has all been entered into the treasury. Minister Bai has already counted it, hasn't he? Your numbers are a bit strange. Your Majesty, your servant absolutely did not falsify. Truly, 800,000. I didn't say you cheated me. But who prepared this account? Your Majesty, this indeed has a problem. It says, sold 1,000 mu of fields in Shuani County. Proceeds, 8,000 taels. But land prices near the capital are not that cheap. Wei Gonggong's fields are definitely good fields. Should be around 10 taels per mu. Impossible to have only this much money. Those bastards cheated me, Wei Dagong. This is in front of the emperor. Mind your manners. Your Majesty, your servant deserves death. In other words, just this one item, Wei Dagong was cheated of over 2,000 taels. Never thought Wei Gonggong acts with such vigor and ruthless methods, and yet someone dared to cheat you. Haha, Minister Bai. No matter how much I am cheated, it's my money. That's none of your business. Wei Danning, what you said. What do you mean your money? That is my money. Your servant deserves death. Bai Qin, is the territory of the Great Ming not large enough? Your Majesty, our Great Ming has 2 capitals and 13 provinces, a territory of 10,000 li, a populace of 100 million. Then why is the treasury always short of money? I have already resorted to begging from Wei Dagon, and still no money is collected. Whose empire is this empire, after all? Your Majesty, your servant will immediately investigate upon return. I will flay and disembowel those bastards. Have you ever heard a saying? If you see one cockroach in your house, then your house is full of cockroaches. What use is killing 1 or 2 people? I am asking, with so much land and so many people, why is the money still insufficient? Bai Qin, what solution do you have? Your Majesty, your servant suggests we first solve the urgent crisis at hand. What comes after can be done slowly. Wei Gonggong's 800,000 taels have been entered into the treasury. Your servant suggests sending 300,000 taels to Liaodong to serve as military pay, remaining 500,000 taels to resolve the needs of other pending accounts. Your Majesty, your servant can gather some more money. Your side's problems are also not small. I'm afraid the more you take, the more those below will also take. We must find a way to get more money. Your Majesty, why not levy another tax? Let the people suffer a bit, we ministers will bear the blame. No, it is clearly the court's fault. Why should the people bear it? Don't say such things in the future. Your Majesty, your servant has thought of a way to get money. Your Majesty, didn't you order Zhou Guozhao to investigate the feudal princes' estates? After the investigation, find those who should be fined, confiscate those who should be confiscated. The feudal princes are dripping with wealth. Just a little movement brings in millions of taels. Your Majesty, where is this? Your Majesty, everyone has arrived. All arrived. Tell them all to come over and give 4 chairs to sit and talk. Pass the edict. His Majesty grants seating. Your Majesty's grace is like heaven, but your humble servant dares not accept the courtesy. To serve your Majesty is your servant's fortune. Your servant dares not sit. Sit. I am not short of these few chairs. Yuan Chongwan, your servant is here. Recently, the situation in Liaodong is not good. What do you think? Your Majesty, your servant believes the campaign in Liaodong is still fought with funds, grain, and logistics. As long as we can upgrade weapons and soldiers have sufficient pay and provisions, recapturing Liaodong is within reach. That's a practical statement. I think so too. You are quite skilled in war. But I hear you made many mistakes in Liaodong. And you even negotiated peace with that Hong Taiji. Your servant deserves 10,000 deaths, but the situation was urgent. Your servant had to make a prompt decision. Your servant is utterly loyal to your Majesty and the Great Sun and Moon. I haven't said anything about you. Why are you so agitated? Rise. Qian Xini, your servant is here. Do you know how to fish? Come over and hold the fishing rod for me. Don't let the fish get away. Your servant receives the edict. Do you think you can defeat Hong Taiji? Yes. As long as the court provides sufficient grain and pay. Your servant has full confidence. Good. Then how much money do you think it takes to win this battle? Your Majesty, if you want your servant to go all out. First year, at least 2 million taels. 2 million taels. Wait on. How much did you get from Hugua Temple and Baiyun Temple? Your Majesty, your servant was just about to report. The confiscated proceeds from Hugua Temple and Baiyun Temple, plus the sale of land. Total silver obtained, 1,200,000 taels. 1.2 million. Still short 800,000. Your Majesty, your servant can gather some more. Keep your money for now. I have other ways. Yuan Chongwan, I'll give you 1,200,000 taels. You go to Liaodong first. The remaining 800,000, I will gather for you within 3 months. If your servant does not win, I will present my head to you. Good. Go back and prepare. Come see me before you depart. I still have something to tell you. Your servant obeys. Meng Qing, your servant is here. Yuan Chongwan was recommended by you. I employed him. Then you must be responsible for him. I have heard. Some in the court have objections to my use of Wei Dazhan. Your Majesty, we only feel that Wei Gonggong's power is too heavy. I fear it is not the fortune of the state. Then what do you think I should do? Kill him. Meng Qing, I'll ask you a question. How many servants do you have in your household? Your Majesty, about a dozen. Do any of your servants slack off? Do any have sticky fingers? It's inevitable that there are some. Then what do? Kill them all? Of course not. I give them a reprimand. Deduct some monthly pay. If they offend again, then I deal with it. That's it then. Wei Dagon is my servant. He made mistakes. I will naturally punish him. But I cannot, because a servant made a mistake. Tear down the whole house. Do you understand? Your servant understands. Good that you understand. Go back and think carefully about how to help Yuan Chongwan. I take my leave. Where's Wei? This servant is at your command. Have you found out about those people cheating you of money? Reporting to your Majesty, I have 7 bastards in total. This servant has locked them in the imperial prison. Locked in the imperial prison. And then of course torture them severely. Make them spit the money back out. That won't do. You beat them. They spit out the money. Then a new batch comes to cheat you again. Go back and release those men. Your Majesty, they cheated this servant out of several thousand taels of silver. I know. But you will release them. Tell them that this time, I make the decision. I spare them. Once you do this, they will see you are lenient. They'll think you're easy to bully. No. They will know you have me behind you. They cheated you of money, and I will not let that go. But if they serve sincerely, I will not be merciless. This servant understands. Your Majesty is wise. Go. Get the money together. Send to Ministry of Revenue. This servant withdraws. Qianxiani. Your servant is here. What do you think of what I said today? Your Majesty is wise. When using a man, don't doubt him. When doubting, don't employ. Yuan Chongwan is a rare military talent. If your Majesty is willing to give him a chance, it is a blessing for the great Ming. If your Majesty can tolerate Wei Zhongxian, that is also a blessing for the court. You certainly have a way with words. I would not presume. I am merely speaking the truth. Speaking the truth is good. I do not like to hear lies. You may return for the daily lecture. You must also attend. Your servant obeys the decree. I take my leave. Your Majesty, meeting so many people today. You must be tired. Tired. More tiring than doing experiments. Experiments are nothing. Wang Dabin, do you think they took in my words today? Did they listen? Yuan Chongwan listened. Meng Xiaoding probably still needs time. Wei Zhongxian should have listened. That's good. Here it comes. Finally caught one. Haha, finally caught one. Congratulations, Your Majesty. The Great Ming is like this fish. It looks like it's still flapping, but it's already out of the water. What did Your Majesty say? Nothing. Send the fish to the imperial kitchen. Add an evening dish. Brother Yuan, after meeting the Emperor today. What do you think? The Emperor is not simple. Not simple at all. His words today, on the surface, were for me, but in truth, for everyone. He is telling us that he will use Wei Zhongxian. No one can stop him, but Wei Zhongxian is indeed a blight. A blight? The Emperor said, Wei Zhongxian is his servant. If a servant errs, punish him, but you don't tear down the house. Did you understand that? Yes, I understand. The Emperor is telling Minister Meng that he can tolerate Wei Zhongxian, but Wei Zhongxian must obey him. Not just that. The Emperor is also telling us that he is the master of this house. Whether it's us or Wei Zhongxian, we are all his servants. Whoever obeys will stay. Whoever disobeys. Master, Minister Qianqiani is here. What is he doing here? Minister Ming, General Yuan, forgive this late visit. My apologies, my apologies. Minister Qian, what business brings you here, Minister Ming? After meeting the Emperor today, we all heard what His Majesty said. I have an idea I'd like to discuss with you too. What idea? What the Emperor needs is money. And a victory in Liaodong. Wei Zhongxian can get the Emperor money. General Yuan can win battles for the Emperor. What can we do? The Emperor said today that Minister Ming must shield General Yuan. What does that mean? It means Minister Ming must speak for General Yuan at court. Take the knives for him. That's what we should be doing. You mean we should stop focusing on Wei Zhongxian? The Emperor won't move against him, at least not now. What we need to do is let the Emperor know that we are more useful than Wei Zhongxian. Good. Then I won't disturb you further. Minister Ming, General Yuan, I take my leave. Your Majesty, it's time to rest. Wang Dabin, out of the people I met today, who is the smartest? This servant wouldn't dare to speculate. I told you to speak. Qianqiani is the smartest. He knows what Your Majesty wants, and he knows what he should do. I think so too. But smart men sometimes do foolish things. What does Your Majesty mean? Nothing. I was just saying. Go to sleep. May Your Majesty also rest soon. Yuan Chonghuan, don't let me down. $2 million taels. His Majesty gave 1.2 million. The remaining 800,000. 3 months is enough. More than enough. Foster father, spare us. Foster father, spare us. We dare not do it again. All of you get up. His Majesty has decreed that this time you are pardoned. Thank you, foster father. Thank you. Thank His Majesty. His Majesty. We dare not do it again. Remember, your lives are given by His Majesty. If you dare play tricks again in the future, Your Majesty, I depart for Liaodong tomorrow. Everything prepared? All prepared. The Ministry of Revenue has allocated 1.2 million taels of military funds. Good. What I promised you, the remaining 800,000 taels will arrive within 3 months. Your servant trusts Your Majesty. Yuan Chongwan, I have another question for you. Your Majesty, please ask. What do you think of Mao Wenlong? Mao Wenlong is also a fierce general. He contains the Jinzhou Jurchens on Pai Island. No small feat. Can you get along with him? I will do my best. Doing your best is enough. I do not wish to see you waste energy on infighting. You are both generals of the Great Ming, not enemies of each other. Do you understand? I understand. Go. Winning battles is more important than anything. "3 months. I hope it will be in time.